Hey everyone, welcome to the live Q&A. Nice to see you here again on a Thursday afternoon for me. And if you're watching this live, we'd love to say hi to you. So please comment live below and we'd love to say hi to you as well. And if you're watching this, so today, what I normally do on a weekly basis is we have a live Q&A where I will answer questions that I've collected over the past week. So I help companies when it comes to LinkedIn marketing, and I over the weeks I collect questions that some of my clients have or some of the attendees of my webinars and events have. So today we have about 5 questions to answer. So if you are watching this live, would like to request a favor from you. So please comment live below if you're watching this live, or if you have any marketing questions as well, please comment it below. Would love to answer your questions too. So without further ado, if there are no questions at the moment, I'll get to the first question that was submitted. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first question is from Benjamin Marsile. So Benjamin, hi Benjamin. So thank you for your question. So Benjamin says, do decision makers prefer to be approached? Okay, so the keyword here is approach via their personal LinkedIn or via business emails? So this would be from my personal experience. And so Benjamin, so let me get to this question. So I would assume when you say approach here is via cold approach. That means you are approaching someone new. So in my experience, cold business emails. So I will share with you my experience with cold business emails, and I do cold business emails as well. And when it comes to cold emails, your response rate will be lower. But when it comes to cold business emails, you have to be careful. There are a lot of rules around the world. In the Europe, they have GDPR. In the US, they have privacy rules. So in my experience, the response rate that I get, cold business emails, that means business emails that don't know you, versus sending an email. So I assume that personal LinkedIn is a cold message. So I do not encourage you to send spam messages on LinkedIn. I do not. But there is a place for LinkedIn emails. Okay, in general, if you watch my content, I do not encourage selling or spamming in the inbox. I do not encourage that. But there is a place for emails, because sometimes your offer or your opportunity is time sensitive. For example, I used to help companies when it comes to event marketing, and we used to have like a deadline for a conference, and we really needed to reach out to some business leaders for to get them as a speaker for the conference. So we'll do both. We will do cold emails and we'll do LinkedIn email. So LinkedIn email will get a better response rate. So it really depends on the individual, because it depends whether the individual is active on LinkedIn or active on email. But in my experience, they will get a better response rate from your LinkedIn email. So you send a cold email using LinkedIn. So it's called LinkedIn email. So it's available with the business, LinkedIn Business, and also Sales Navigator. So with the Business Premium and Sales Navigator, so you can send a LinkedIn email. So the reason why I believe that a LinkedIn email works better is, number one, they are not pressured to respond. The pressure is on you to get them to respond, and then you will get that 1 credit of email back. And an email also is not free. It's from a paid person. You have to pay to get Business Premium or Sales Navigator to get this LinkedIn email. So the reason why I love LinkedIn emails is because number one, LinkedIn will send a real email to your prospect on behalf of you as LinkedIn, not as you, as LinkedIn. So you get to actually reach their inbox as well. And number two, they will receive it in their LinkedIn inbox. And it will be, as a LinkedIn email, a sponsored message, right? So they will see it's a sponsored message. It's a request from someone using the right channel. So I do not encourage, sending it as part of the connection note or anything. Use the right channel with an email. And I would only use it in very specific circumstances. For example, if you want higher response rate to your email, 2 things that I would encourage here. Number one, to use it with personalization. Why this is relevant to the person and why this opportunity is relevant to them. Number two is to include an urgency to that email, like why they need to get back to you. Ask them a question. How is this email relevant to them? So in my experience, if you are sending cold messages, LinkedIn email is the best option because as I said, you'll send an email to the prospect, and number two, you get to send an official email, so it looks official as well, to that person and their LinkedIn inbox. So the key here is to make it relevant to the person. So include a lot of personalization and tell them why is important for you to reach out to them. So thank you for your question, Benjamin. So next question as well. Next question is actually quite a sensitive question. And this is a question actually from Sam. So Sam asks, what is the best automated software for LinkedIn? So I'm on LinkedIn Live here. So I tell this to all my clients who work with me. Do not use any automated software. Use it at your own risk. There are automated software out there that helps with certain tasks when it comes to LinkedIn. There are. So even LinkedIn knows this. There are, but use it at your own risk. This is actually against the terms of use of LinkedIn. So you are risking your account for bans, for jails, for all sorts of things when it comes to using automation software. Number two, this is more of a business reason. So a lot of times I receive this on LinkedIn as well. I receive automated messages from people who use software on LinkedIn, and I get very annoyed. So I would also advise against it as a lead generation format, because what happens is, for example, if I put you in front of Bill Gates, I say, hey, you can actually send a message to Bill Gates today, and maybe you can explore opportunities working with him. So you will not leave it to automation. You will not send Bill Gates automation software. Bill Gates would see through it. So if you are sending messages to a lead, especially if it's a high ticket sale, a B2B lead, or a long-term engagement, you do not want to annoy your prospect and send insensitive automated messages to them. So we are human beings, we can see right through it. So do not use automated software on LinkedIn. It will get you banned, or it will not resonate with your prospect. So thank you for your question as well, Sam. So if you have any questions, so let me just do a refresh here. So if you're watching this live, please comment below if you're watching this live, or if you have any questions, please comment them below. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching this live, we'd love to say hi to you. So please comment below as well. Okay, so next question we have is from Nigar from Australia, from Melbourne, Australia. So this is quite similar to the previous question. So how to write messages that get responses. So my answer to that is number one, when it comes to maybe, so let me answer this question in terms of sales. So how to write messages that get responses, especially on LinkedIn. So number one, you have to find profiles that are active on the platform, that are active on LinkedIn. So no reason to send messages to those who are not active on LinkedIn. You're wasting your time. You can use emails as mentioned earlier in this presentation, or find the social media that they are active on. So send messages to those who are active on the platform. That is the precursor. Number two, how do you find those that are active on the platform? One of the indications that I look for is I will look through their profiles and find out if they are active. So two signs I look for. If they are commenting and liking on posts, that shows they are active, they are engaging on the platform. Number two, if they are posting content. So if you are using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, this is possible as well. You can use the spotlight function to find those who are actively posting on the platform, who have posted a piece of content for the last 30 days. So find those who are active. And number three, how can you get them to respond? Do not send them links. Do not send them PDFs. Do not share anything without permission. Always ask a question. Would you like me to share this with you? Would you like me to share the link with you? So for example, I had a conversation today. A lot of people responded to a poll that I did today. And I actually am hosting a webinar this Friday, which I will share later as well. I'm hosting a webinar. So I do not just send the link to the webinar. I'll say to them, hey, I'm hosting a webinar this Friday on LinkedIn marketing. Would you like me to share it with you? So worst case scenario is they do not respond, which is fine. Then I'll just move on. I did not annoy them. So if they say no, I'm working with someone else, great as well. And best case scenario is they say yes. And then when you send them the link, they will actually take the time to check out the link and register as well. So it worked for me today. Always ask for permission. Ask a question if you like to get more responses. So thank you for your question as well, Nigar. And we'll move on to the next question. So if you're watching this live, please say hi by commenting live below. So we'd love to say hi to you. So please comment live below if you're watching this live on YouTube or on LinkedIn. So moving on to the next question. So this is a question from Luis Milia. And this is a question that I help clients with in my LinkedIn content challenge. Okay, so this is a question that I help clients with in my LinkedIn content challenge. So how do I get more engagement on my posts? Is a question that a lot of people are asking. So first things first, you can look through my content today, and I have an example on these as well. So I did a poll today, and first and foremost, a lot of people voted and commented on the poll. So it's actually by goodwill, and I call this the golden rule of engagement. So the more relationships that you build on the platform, the more conversations that you're having, the more events that you attend, the more. So first, before you want more engagement, give it. So today I had a poll and had people from the UK, from the US, from Singapore, from Malaysia commenting. And the reason why they have commented on my post is because I have gave them comments on their posts in the past. I've built relationships with them. I've had calls with them. I've attended their events or they attended my events. So build relationships so that you get engagement effortlessly. Number two, content creation is only 50%. So you can create the best content in the world, put it out at the wrong place and the wrong time, you'll not get an audience. So content is about distribution as well. So a number of things when it comes to distribution. Number one, you can see it in my content today. Tagging those that will find the content relevant. Tag your prospects. So tag those that would find your content relevant. Number two is to send it to groups or chat groups or whatever that would find your post relevant as well. So the key here is to find to those that will find it relevant. So today I had a poll on the shortage of chicken in Singapore. Okay, so I sent it to one of the groups that I was in with Singaporean business leaders. So share it to groups that will find it relevant, send it to your emails that would find it relevant. So how do you get more engagement on your posts? Build relationships on LinkedIn and then invest in the distribution, right? Sending to those who find it relevant and include the right hashtags as well. So I have a checklist which I call the top 30 hashtags to follow on LinkedIn, most followed hashtags on LinkedIn. So hashtags also help with your distribution on the platform. So the key here is not to just post and hope it does well. Have a strategy on how you can get the right people to engage with your posts. The strategy for distribution is equally as important as the content. So thank you for your question, Luis. And I'd like to say hi to a few people. Hi, Ezekiel, who's watching. And if you have any questions, please do comment them below. If you're watching this live, we'd love to say hi to you. Please comment live below as well. So moving on to the last question today. So last question is how to use LinkedIn to get CEOs to set up meetings. Okay, so this is a recurring theme here today. So this is quite similar to the previous questions as well. So how to use LinkedIn to get CEOs to set up meetings. Number one, so I actually created a lot of pieces of content this year, like top CEOs to follow on LinkedIn, etc. Like CEOs to follow, and a lot of the CEOs that I featured were in Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia, etc. So number one, if you're looking to work with CEOs or business owners, first things first, find those who are active on the platform. So we all love getting attention of CEOs, but find those who are active on the platform. So it's very similar to today's question on how to get responses. Find those who are active on the platform. Number two, build rapport. And how do I build rapport with a CEO? Let me share with you. Is number one, do not connect with them first. So I'm looking for the best case scenario here. I'm not looking to spam or looking to get a quick sale. So I'm looking to really set a proper meeting. So number two, I will visit their profile and follow their profiles first. Okay, so I will follow their profile. So after I follow, when you look at the profile, there is a bell icon that will appear, especially on your desktop. Sometimes it's not there on the mobile version, but on the desktop, there should be a bell icon. Click on that bell icon. So what happens is when you click on the bell icon, it will notify you every time that CEO posts a piece of content. So back to the first point, look for CEOs that are active on the platform. If they are actively liking and commenting on posts, or if they are very active posting content, if they are posting content on LinkedIn. So you want to look for these two. If they are not on LinkedIn, they are not engaging, or they are not posting content, no chance. I cannot help you. No one can help you. No, do not reach out to those who are not active. Find those who are actively posting content on LinkedIn. turn on the bell notification icon. And number 3, always be the first one. So if they post a piece of content, you will be notified. And after that, what you need to do is to be one of the first to comment on their post. So I actually do this for a good number of individuals here on LinkedIn. I will be the first one to comment on their post. Number 3 is to build rapport. So this one requires a bit of skill. So when you comment on their posts, aim to build rapport, aim to get responses. So ask them questions, put in insightful comments, build rapport in their content. So build rapport in their content. So once rapport is built, they respond, they reply to your comment, they respond, they send you a message thanking you for the content. So step number 4 is to reach out to them and connect with them. So at this point, you have already built rapport. So when you send a connection message, you don't even need to put in so much effort. You can say, hi, John. You can say, hi, David, because you have built rapport in the comments. Number 4, if you're looking to set up meetings, is to get them interested in your content. So once they are interested in your content, or they are interested in your topic, get them to engage with your content and topic, send it to them if it's relevant, or invite them to your webinar. So after that is when if they are interested, they have a need that you can help them with, is when you ask them if it's possible to set up a meeting. So I know this is a very long process. It's a very long process. And I use this for CEOs with Fortune 500 companies, with CEOs with public listed companies. I use the same strategy. So it's a long process, but it increases your chances of success. If you want to go for the quick win, then you will end up burning a lot of bridges, and it's a numbers game. So for example, if you want to go for quick wins, sending your sales pitch to 1,000 CEOs, I would say you would get success, but it will be maybe 10 out of 1,000. But if you want to go that way, I do not encourage that, but you will get success because it's a numbers game. So if you only get responses from like 3 out of 100, then by all means send 1,000. So that is the other approach that is possible as well. But following the steps that I just mentioned, it's a longer process, but it will get you there, and it's a more fruitful relationship that you build as well. So thank you for your question, John. That's the last question for today. So if you have any questions, last call for questions. And if you have any questions, please comment below. And if you're watching this live, please comment live below as well. And before I go today, I'd like to say hi to a couple of people who commented. So hi, Dr. Danny Ha as well. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting this live as always. Thank you, Sean, as well. I wish I can, I will let you know if I visit Singapore soon, and definitely let's have a coffee soon. So thank you all for watching. I will be doing this on a weekly basis. So if you have any questions, send them to me. Would love to answer them live as well. So thank you all for watching. I will see you soon, and see you on LinkedIn.